No matter how much you roast your cat, they'll never admit these secrets. First of all, to a cat, a cardboard box is basically a 5-star luxury mansion. That's why it doesn't matter if the box is tiny or huge, they'll never miss a chance to squeeze inside. Sometimes it doesn't even look like the cat is climbing into the box. It looks like the box is whispering, "Come on in, I've been waiting for you." Second, cats live the exact opposite life from us humans. They spend the whole day sleeping like they just finished a 16-hour shift. But the second it gets dark, they start sprinting around the house like Cristiano Ronaldo suddenly possessed. Third, if you secretly place a cucumber behind your cat, it'll launch into the air, run away like it just spotted giants. And here's the funniest one. If there were a World Cup for pure chaos and troublemaking, orange cats would win every single time. Nobody could beat them. You never know when they'll cause absolute mayhem, randomly attack someone, or suddenly decide they're in love with you. Honestly, even they have no idea what they're going to do next. Even if you tried to scare a call duck with a knife, it still wouldn't tell you these secrets. First of all, when a call duck hatches from its egg, it's covered in fluffy golden feathers. And the very first thing it sees moving, it instantly believes that's its mom. That's why it'll follow that one thing everywhere and stick to it like glue. Second, call ducks have the funniest little waddle you've ever seen. They walk like they're showing off on a runway. That's exactly why people love taking them out for walks, because everyone nearby ends up staring at the duck instead. Third, call duck absolutely love looking cute. If you start dressing one up, it'll sit there quietly and let you. Then, the second you're done, it'll stare into the mirror like it's thinking, "The ladies aren't ready for me today." And here's the funniest part. Nothing on earth is greedier at mealtime than a call duck. Put food in front of it with another animal and it'll start eating at lightning speed just to make sure the other doesn't get more. Even if it ends up getting pecked for it, it still won't stop. Even if you flattened a hamster into a pancake, it still wouldn't tell you these secrets. First of all, a hamster isn't just a pet. It's basically a tiny living toy. You can play with these little fluff balls all day long and they'll just go along with it. The poor guys never have the courage to say no, because to them, we humans look like giant, terrifying monsters. Second, hamsters may look round, chubby, and super calm, but don't let that fool you. They've been little troublemakers since day one. They love climbing to crazy heights, pulling off the weirdest acrobatic moves, and running is practically their full-time job. Put one inside a hamster ball and it'll spend the entire day zooming around the house without ever hitting the brakes. Third, when it comes to food, no animal is greedier than a hamster. Even after they're completely full, they'll keep stuffing food into their cheek pouches until you start wondering how all of that even fits in there. And here's the funniest part. When it comes to driving, hamsters might actually be better than us. Put them behind the wheel of a tiny toy car and they'll look like they've been driving their whole lives. Don't leave without hitting subscribe. Even if you put your finger inside a golden retriever's mouth, it still wouldn't tell you these secrets. First of all, golden retrievers are way clingier than you think. The moment they see a human, their tail starts wagging like it's running on unlimited battery. In their world, there's basically no such thing as a bad person, so never expect them to be great guard dogs. There's a very real chance they'd help the burglar carry the TV out of the house. Second, they absolutely cannot handle seeing someone sad. The second you're feeling down, they'll purposely place their giant fluffy head on your lap like they're saying, "Don't worry, I got you, human." Third, these dogs are literally born with a smile. Their goofy little grin is so ridiculously cute that ignoring them becomes physically impossible. And before you know it, you're completely in love with them. Fourth, they're incredibly gentle. Golden retrievers are considered one of the least aggressive dog breeds in the world, and many experts say their social intelligence is surprisingly similar to that of a young child. And finally, most people don't know that golden retrievers were originally bred as water dogs. They love swimming so much that the moment they see water, they act like they've just been invited to the Olympics. If you look at animals from different angles, they can turn into completely different creatures. First, take a horse. From the front, it looks majestic, fearless, and like the main character. From the side, it still looks strong and powerful. But the second you see it from behind, the entire vibe changes. Second, a crocodile looks absolutely terrifying when you're looking at it from above the water. But from underneath, it suddenly looks like a giant inflatable toy just floating around. Third, a swan looks like the most elegant and royal bird on earth. But when it lands on the water, it slams on the brakes with its giant feet so hard, it's almost impossible not to laugh. And here's the funniest one. Ducks and penguins look ridiculously cute with their tiny waddles on land. But the second they dive into the water, they turn into absolute speed machines. They're so fast, it's hard to believe you're looking at the same animal. Don't leave without hitting subscribe.